Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, My So-Called Healthy Life. If you've been watching for the last 2 weeks, of which I've been uploading daily, I'm so proud of myself on this channel. I'm starting to kind of like fall in love with this channel because it keeps me very structured in the mornings when I first get up. And today I actually took a shower, did my hair. So if you've been watching, what you know is that as a way to deal with stress, or to start my day off in a very positive way, I have been getting up in the morning, not touching my phone, letting my dogs outside and kind of standing with them for a minute, and then coming in and then going out on the front porch after I've made my cup of coffee. And do you have your cup of coffee ready? And I have been reading my meditation books because I love these little meditation books to just start my day on kind of like a positive note or a way to think about things and whatever. And for the past week, I've typically been doing a reading and then kind of talking about it. But yesterday, we started reading Pieces Every Step, or 2 days ago on Wednesday, Pieces Every Step by Thich Nhat Hanh. And we're reading through that book right now. And so I was like, well, I kind of miss doing the meditation videos too. And I love the whole idea of getting up every day to a meditation. So I made a decision. You guys are like, this is the forever changing channel. I mean, it is. If you've stuck through it with me, this is boot camp, okay? So... but what I have decided to do, starting May 1st, okay? This is in addition to the Pieces Every Step. I'm going to continue to do that because I'm having fun doing that. But every day on this channel, I'm going to pick a different meditation to read. So, and I'm hoping to get them up film them all on a Sunday and then get them up so that I'll have them all out a week in advance because they're only 3 or 4 minutes long. And then when you guys are starting your day or you want to revamp your day or start your day over somewhere, in the middle of the day, you're kind of stressed, you can go and you can listen to that meditation. So every day on my channel, starting on May 1st, that's next week, it's next Monday, I think. Every day there will be a meditation that I will read from one of these books and then discuss for a couple minutes. And the reasoning behind it is because so many people are responding to this in a really positive way. And I thought, even if 2 people just get something out of it, sure, you could go and you could read one of these. But Tanya and I, we both read The Journey to the Heart by Melody Beatty. And it's so interesting, how many times, I'll read it and then I'll call her and be like, hey, what's going on? Tanya, my best friend. And I'll call her and I'll be like, hey, what's going on? She'll be like, did you read today's meditation? I'll be like, oh my God, it's so about us, isn't it? And I think it's really nice to kind of have somebody else to talk through the meditations with. Sometimes there's nothing really to talk about. They're very simple. And sometimes I think that they're kind of interesting concepts. So, do you guys like that? I'm going to do it, whether you like it or not. So starting on May 1st, on Monday, I'm going to be posting a meditation video every day. They will be listed in a playlist underneath called Meditations. In addition to that, I will probably underneath it put the date so you can follow along, and then there will be a title on them. In addition to that, I'm also going to be doing the Pieces Every Step, and then once we're done with that book, we're going to do A Year to Live by Stephen Levine. And those books are listed below if you're interested in them. Okay, so let's read today's meditation for April 28th, which is Reward Yourself. I need a sip of my coffee first. Sometimes it's nice just to take a sip of coffee and really enjoy it. I think we just drink coffee and but just to really enjoy it, the smell and everything, and think about you're sitting in some little cafe, in Italy and cobblestone streets, and you're just drinking this espresso, and there are very attractive people walking by, and you're sitting there reading some amazing book, and then the sip becomes so much more than just a sip of coffee, right? Okay. April 28th, reward yourself. Take time to reward yourself. Let it become a deliberate and practiced habit. Many of us grew up in families or with people who didn't reward us. We weren't rewarded for good behavior. We weren't rewarded or loved unconditionally just for being, and particularly for being us. Although many of us may strive to change that behavior by rewarding the people around us, we may have neglected the importance of rewarding someone very important, ourselves. It is one thing to mentally congratulate ourselves for a job well done. It is another to take the time to actually deliberately and specifically reward ourselves. How many years do we have to live before it's time to treat ourselves? How much good do we have to do before it's good enough to give ourselves a gift? Maybe it's time right now, today, to begin practicing the habit of rewarding ourselves. Our souls can become tired, very weary of striving to grow, to do things well, to do our best at life, love, and work if there is no reward. Our passion can wane if good is never good enough, and if the rewards and pleasure are always at bay, somewhere out in the distant future. I wrote that sentence wrong. If you find yourself beginning to resist working hard, doing well, striving for spiritual growth, maybe it's because you're neglecting to reward yourself for all you've already done. If you feel like the world offers no reward to you, maybe it's because you're not cooperating by rewarding yourself. Stop punishing and depriving yourself. Don't let others punish you for a job, a day, or a life well done. Instead, reward yourself. Take a break and do something especially nice for you, something that would make you happy. Buy yourself something. It can be a little gift, or you can splurge. Take yourself somewhere you want to go, in your hometown or in another country. Do something fun, magical, and exciting. Something that makes your heart sing and your spirit soar. Reward yourself by allowing yourself to enjoy what you give yourself or what you're doing. Make rewarding yourself an attitude. Reward yourself often when you accomplish a particular task, when you're going through a grueling part of your healing process. Reward yourself during those frustrating times just for being so patient. Sometimes, reward yourself just for being you. I really, really like this meditation, you guys. And I'm going to tell you why, okay? Because I think the people that we neglect the most are ourselves. And I'm a firm believer that if we're not taking care of ourselves and we aren't, rewarding ourselves like it spoke to, then we aren't good for other people. I received a Snapchat probably a month and a half ago from this woman, and it was her birthday, and she showed me this couch full of presents, and then she said, how sad is it? And they were all wrapped, beautifully wrapped, right? And she said, how sad is it that I had to buy all of these for myself because I have nobody in my life? And okay, while that's kind of a sad sentiment, and I feel for her, at the same time, I was like, there are so many people that would never do that for themselves, right? Like, I would never go buy presents and wrap them for myself. I think I would now after seeing that, and I don't know that she even realizes that she gave that to me. Does that make sense? Like, she allowed me and gave me permission to treat myself like that. One of the things that I have really learned to do in the last couple years is, one, go to movies by myself, and two, go out to eat by myself. And a lot of people don't understand it. Like, when I talk about it on my vlog, they're very confused. They're like, well, you don't eat with your husband and, whatever. Well, my husband and I have very different schedules. That doesn't mean that I should miss a meal and just eat fast food in front of the TV. I enjoy going out to eat. So I have learned to take a book and sit at a restaurant or be on my phone and, and just really enjoy a meal. I also just love to drive around and listen to audiobooks and those kinds of things. And I treat myself with books typically. I go to half-price books or thrift stores or Goodwill. I don't very often go to Barnes & Noble and buy a brand new book unless I can't find it anywhere else just because it's so expensive. But there are so many ways to treat yourself that are not expensive to really take care of yourself, okay? Even if it's just like you go into the gas station every day and you're like, I want a slushie, I want a slushie, I want a slushie, but you won't allow yourself to have a slushie because you've been on a diet forever, allow yourself to have that slushie. Okay, it's not going to kill you, and you're going to enjoy it, and you're going to remember that, It's like Alex and I went and we got ice cream the other day at Cold Stone Creamery, and it was like, I have this memory now in my head of us being, it was just such a great, reward yourself with those small things. It's important. And it can be anything from just a walk to a nap. It can be absolutely priceless things, So I love that. So that's our meditation for today. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys like this idea of doing a meditation every day and coming back here. So, all right, you guys, I love you, and I will talk to you later. Bye.